The empress was about to give birth, but she was surprised to feel no pain at all. The next moment, she heard the emperor beside her cry out in agony. A eunuch quickly stuffed a cloth into his mouth. 10 months earlier, the imperial doctors had congratulated the emperor on his pregnancy. The emperor couldn't stop vomiting from morning sickness. He accused them of playing a ridiculous joke. However, the doctors explained they weren't lying. There were rumors of cases where a man carried the pain of a woman's pregnancy, and perhaps one of the palace consorts was with child. The emperor grew even angrier, for he had never been with any woman. Suddenly, he remembered that some time ago, while he was drunk, a woman had mistaken him for a guard and spent a night with him. He vomited again and ordered his men to take him to the empress's palace at once. Hearing this, the eunuch was moved that he was finally willing to make up with the empress. But instead, the emperor drew his sword, declaring he would kill her for sure. Meanwhile, the empress was plotting a plan to rescue her mother. 3 years earlier, the prime minister had locked up her mother, forcing the girl to enter the palace as the crown prince's consort. Now she finally had a layout of the prime minister's mansion. Once the plan succeeded, she would escape the palace and never return. Just then, a servant announced the emperor's arrival. The empress quickly changed her clothes and went to greet him. The emperor dismissed all the attendants, then slowly approached her. He planned to test whether she was truly pregnant. Coincidentally, she also planned to knock him out to hide her scheme. The next moment, they both grabbed each other's hands, smiling awkwardly. The emperor said he was worried her hands were cold, and the empress said she was worried his hands might be injured. After speaking, they gazed sweetly at each other, but as soon as they looked away, they both cursed silently at how disgusting the other was. At that moment, the emperor started vomiting again. The empress was shocked he didn't even bother to pretend. To get back at him, she handed him a cup of overly sweet milk. The emperor took it suspiciously. At the first whiff, he was so disgusted that he vomited again. He muttered what a vicious woman she was, then put down the cup and held her hand. The empress stroked his hair and secretly pulled out a needle. Just as she was about to knock him out, the emperor felt her pulse and shouted, "You really are pregnant." Soon, the doctor arrived to examine her and confirmed she was 2 months alone. The empress immediately called the emperor a beast. Hearing this, he fired back that she had no right to blame him, then vomited again. This reminded the empress of her mother's warning. It turned out she wasn't the prime minister's biological daughter, but descended from a foreign tribe. When a woman from that tribe became pregnant, all the suffering was transferred to the man. The emperor thought she had placed a curse on him and ordered her seized. The empress hurriedly covered his mouth. Just then, his eunuch and her maid entered, only to see the two of them lying on the bed. The eunuch never imagined that even with child, the emperor was in such a hurry to sleep with the empress. Yet the maid was secretly heartbroken, worried their escape plan would be cancelled.